This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk a little bit about Roddy Piper. He announces that Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. Of course, that's the world title match since Bret's the champ and Shawn won the Rumble. It's going to be an Iron Man match. And he announces that the person who wins the most falls during the course of that hour wins the WWF World Championship. This is a Pat Patterson idea, as best I recall.
This was a Pat Patterson idea, and this was something that Pat had envisioned and really wanted to do at a WrestleMania, and thought that there were no two better talent in the world to pull it off.
We haven't seen an Iron Man match main event a pay-per-view since. It is, in hindsight, was that a stipulation that was better on paper than in execution?
I thought the execution was flawless. I thought it was great. I don't think that especially today in this environment, I don't know that the audience attention span.
There you go.
Is going to really want to sit there for an hour and watch a match. And, but I thought that the execution of it was flawless.
I know we're going to get some pushback, but I've always thought that the stipulation of an Iron Man match feels anticlimactic. Like, for instance, I'm an NBA fan, but you could just turn into the, last 5 minutes of a playoff game and it's going to come down to the wire. You don't have to watch the rest. Here it comes. So in an Iron Man,
if you're an NBA fan, most people want to watch the game.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that at all. But I think what's great about wrestling and all contact sports, wink, wink. So like boxing, UFC, you're on the edge of your seat thinking it could happen at any minute, but the match won't be over at any minute. The match will be over in 60 minutes. So there may be falls along the way, but I do think the enjoyment and the psychological engagement is different for an Iron Man. Do you disagree?
I think that, again, depending upon how you tell the story and the way that the story was told with no falls and the anticipation of one, was something that hadn't been done before. So you didn't have that. Okay, we're up 1-2, 2-1, well, oh my God, 3, and then you got to catch up. We took that out of the equation to, God damn, is anybody going to score a fall? And then you start asking, what if they don't?
Right.
So it was a different way to present it. Again, chocolate and vanilla, yogurt or ice cream, or gelato, pick your poison. I thought it was a great way and a different way to present.
I guess my follow-up to that is, since we know that this idea for an Iron Man was Pat's idea, does Pat present the initial idea with, but then neither one of the douchebags gets a pin. It goes to overtime at a pace.
Does he
pitch that at the same time?
What's that?
Does he pitch that on the initial pitch that, hey,
yes. Because in Pat's mind, it was like, these two go for an hour and you don't have a winner. It never been done.
Talk a little bit about the Observer. They write, the Huckster Nacho Man Billionaire Ted skit match will be on the pregame show, which pretty much removes the legal threats from that skit by using the likeness of Hulk Hogan, Ted Turner, and Randy Savage, all owned or controlled by WCW as part of an endeavor in which the public pays for it, which the pay-per-view falls into, but a free show doesn't. They would open themselves up for potential legal action down the road. So the idea is there was a match originally promoted that's going to have Nacho Man and Huckster and Billionaire Ted in a match on the pay-per-view. Now it's the pre-show. Did the possibility of litigation, since you guys were already thinking that way, cross your mind?
No, really and truly, the whole thought process behind it was, goddamn, let's just get over with this and move on. And no one was going to buy the pay-per-view for that.
No, correct.
And it was more along the lines of just let's get it over with, put it on the pre-show, be done with it, and just be done.
So by this point, you guys were just frustrated with the whole thing, but knew you had to have a payoff. So let's just get it over with. Okay. Is that one of those deals in hindsight where it seemed like a good idea on paper, but then it was just a fart in church? Like nobody cares.
Well,
what are we doing?
It's funny maybe one or two times, but then it just became, okay.
Yeah. We're over it. Yeah.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.